This is a spot that I have been waiting to get in here and hang since shed season. You can see the field edge here behind me. This is my access point. I'm coming off this field, and I'm gonna put a stand down here someplace. I have been picking around these woods for 4 or 5 years now, shed hunting. Never have hunted. Look at this runway coming right down through here. I've always been a little reluctant to hunt over here just because, it just opens up really, really bad once fall comes. Once the leaves start coming down in this timber, it's a pretty wide open draw basically. But what I have been finding and learning as I've been going here, you need 2 or 3 major things in order to kill a big mature deer. One, and I think it's most important, is security cover. You have to have an area that holds a big mature deer. The only areas that are going to hold big mature deer are going to be areas they don't get blown out of. So finding those areas is key. But if you look right here, there's a big drainage that comes right down the middle. Up over here adjacent, there's a section of sanctuary. Good God, ouch. Anyway, there's a, oh God, I hate rose bushes. Anyway, there's a section of about 10 acres, 15 acres of freaking smoking bedding cover. It's where Eric Dickerson came out the first night I saw him when I couldn't get a shot a couple years ago. But this is a sanctuary that for the next couple years, or the last couple years, I've kind of come to the realization that you just can't get into it to hunt it. There's no access point without, for me, going through my entire property. And I've started to realize you can't hold and kill these big deer consistently unless they're living and you can control their movement based on where they're bedding, living, and whatnot. So, long story short, there's a main huge run that runs right down the bottom of this draw, and this is what I would call the obvious trail. And this obvious trail comes right off this inside field edge right here, and I know from past history I'm one of them. 9 times out of 10 most guys would pick a spot right here, right where these big trails come through, but because that's where, quite honestly, the majority of the deer are going to travel. But I'm not trying to kill just any deer. I'm trying to kill the buck that's going to be living right here in this bedding area, and I know they're going to be there from past years' experience, and it's just got everything they need, including a ton of standing food about 200 yards from here on one of my big food plots. So there's tons of does in this area. I've shed hunted year after year after year, and I just keep coming right back to this spot. Last year, you see how this slopes up here, this draw comes down and then up to the opposite side field, and I found a giant bed right up on that ridge just below that field edge. And the more and more I started thinking about it, it's just like, of course, that's where I would bed. I mean, think of yourself as like a sniper, in the military. Where would you want to position yourself where you are going to catch the enemy coming from all directions, and get a crack at them before they get a crack at you? And that's the way a whitetail buck is they, if they catch you coming in, it worked. That position worked for them. So even when you bump them out, their game plan worked, and it almost gives them confidence sometimes in areas. But that right up there, that elevated position, is definitely a bedding position, and it probably over on this adjacent point over here in this brush, there's probably another one. So I can get in here. Access is so vital. I just can't emphasize that enough. I just, access is access, and winds, how the bucks are going to use the winds to their favor, are two things. And if a buck's bedded up on this ridge, almost be willing to guarantee you he's bedding there on a west wind, because that's the direction the wind's going to come over this ridge. So he can literally lay up there looking at everything downwind and looking with his nose behind him as the wind comes off the top, you can smell anything coming from downwind of them, or upwind, excuse me. So now I just have to figure out how I'm gonna hunt this spot, and what tree to pick. There's not a lot of cover. I mean, dude, you can see up here in these trees, and the spot I want to be in is up on that ridge over there. But up on that ridge, there are no trees, and I don't waste my time anymore. I used to set frickin' so many tree stands, and I think there's a point where you can have too many. It gives you too many options. So years and years and years and years ago, I just made a pact with myself now that if it's not a spot I can truly see myself killing a big mature buck on the first time coming in, then I just won't set it. But with that being said, here's the one tree I think I can pull it off out of. It's a triple trunk up there. You can see how awesomely straight those are. That's where the lone wolves come in, and it's gonna be the only spot we can get away with it. There's gonna be some good cover up there, and then the rest of it's just gonna be drilling some holes, you know, for some shots. But it's the tough part of bow hunting sometimes, picking your spot, and you know, 1 out of 100 is just perfect. The rest of them, you just got to do the best you can with what you got to work with. What makes lone wolf so unique is that you can rotate this top in order to get the stand level position this way and up and down. And I can't tell you how critical that is for noise. Most of your tree stand noise comes from things being off angle, which creates changes in the forces the way that they're designed. So if you get everything leveled to start with, it eliminates 95% of the noise. Got my stand set, got my lifeline installed, and the good news is I'm not going to have a ton of trimming. I'm going to have some trimming to do, but I'm not going to go crazy. This is actually the latest I think I've ever set stands. It's the 9th of September. Just with this being so open in here, I'm not going to do too much trimming anyway, but I'm definitely going to take a few limbs out and make sure I have my key shots. So I finished out this set. This is a spot I've been wanting to get a stand in, and now that it's done, it's gonna be so worth it. Coming the rut, it's gonna be so sweet. So I'll give you a little shooting lane tour here. That's that steep ravine. This comes down, the ravine's down here, but can shoot. There's 2 or 3 different trails that come down like that. I can shoot. Got a poker shot down here, shooting up here, big lane all the way out there so I can cut this whole bottom off. Another one right up there, and then the other side of the tree, got a hole right here. Nice shooting lane out there, nice lane there, nice lane right there. That's where I made that scrape, is right out there underneath that tree. And then this is the side of the hill over here, shooting up in here, some holes here, and that's it. The last and critical step is marking this out to the field edge. And trust me, I always use extra bright eyes, because there is nothing more frustrating than waiting the whole season to hunt, you know, a particular spot, getting out there and then finding out that the god dang, you can't find it. You end up getting lost, screwing up your whole hunt. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. And I'm glad I'm done, because I'm done.
Thanks so very much for watching the White Knuckle Web Show. Next week, you will see me kill a big, mature buck. Cheers.
When you hunt without a lone wolf tree stand, your stand creaks and makes noise. When your stand creaks and makes noise, you don't see any deer all day. When you don't see any deer all day, you tend to become depressed. And when you get depressed, you take up scrapbooking. When you take up scrapbooking, you put together a collage of other people's deer. Don't take up scrapbooking. Use Lone Wolf Tree Stands, your silent partner.
We are now going to talk to you about ozonics. Single-handedly, the greatest investment that Mike and I have made in the region of scent control in the last 4 years.
Yep.
I think we've been running the unit for 4 years now, and guess what? It's been 4 years since we've had a doe blow at us or anything like that. It's absolutely incredible.
Excited this year to be teamed up with Ozonics again, the new leader in scent control. It allows me to hunt different wind directions that I normally wouldn't be able to hunt. So no more sitting in the house and looking out the window and waiting for a west wind, when now I can go ahead and hunt that west wind, and it allows, puts out the ozone and kind of mask my entry exits, and I can get into the tree stand sets that I normally wouldn't be able to hunt out of.
I won't go out and hunt without it. If I don't have the batteries, heading back to the truck, grabbing them, I'm out there with it.
The stuff you can get away with an ozonics is honestly, it's almost not fair. I mean, it's just some of the results we've had. It's just you literally, sometimes it leaves you laughing in the tree stand because you're just like, how did I just pull that off? That you can go in after a big buck when the time is right. I mean, obviously the time of year is right, not necessarily conditions, but the time of year is right. And, I mean, you can go in there after him. You know, you got full confidence that he's, you're not going to get winded.